How are you guys? I'm hoping that today has been your finest day to get your finances in order, to get under control, and to feel like that you are going to win at this game because we're going to win. I have a lot of people that come to me and they're pretty discouraged because they're afraid that they're not going to be able to move into the line of credit that they need to get started. I'm here to tell you it is about your mindset. Decide in your mind, determine in your mind that you are going to get into the velocity mode. You're going to run into every line that you need to make it happen, and you're going to make it happen. We make things happen. Sitting still and worrying about it doesn't do any good whatsoever. Being stressed out about your debt doesn't do any good whatsoever. So you have to be determined that you're going to figure this out. And it's not as hard as it seems. And even if you're having to work on your credit score a little bit, like I have mentioned in several videos, if you have credit cards and you are to the limit, don't be stressing out. Go to the credit card debt strategies that I have listed in the playlist. See if some of those videos won't help you. Make sure at this time that you are making small multiple payments throughout the month on your credit cards. If you're doing chunks, now when I talk about chunks into credit cards, I am talking about to cover only your chargeable expenses. So if you have $400 a month in chargeable expenses, say for gas, right? That's pretty expensive. You can charge all of that on a credit card. If you put your $400 into the credit card, when you get paid, then you can charge off of the credit card throughout the month. Now, do we want to take $1,000 chunk and throw it into a credit card? Probably not. Not right now. We've got banks like Synchrony, I think some of Citi and other banks I've been hearing about that are cutting their credit card limits. This is so discouraging because if you put $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 into a credit card, they may cut your limits. Why? For fun? I don't know. I don't know why they do that. But just make sure that you don't make large chunks at this time onto a credit card unless you are very certain that you are going to be just fine. I have heard all kinds of stories where people have made $2,000 limits. Nope, $2,000 chunks into credit cards. And guess what? They get it cut by $2,000. That limit gets cut $2,000. Well, that means if you were putting the $2,000 in there to cover some of your monthly expenses that you can charge, you just lost $2,000. So let's be careful with that. Don't want anybody to get in any kind of cash flow struggle. We're already there and we don't want to keep falling into a mess. So one last time, let's don't be making chunks into credit cards right now. Credit card companies have been known to cut limits and as early as a few minutes ago. So just be careful with that. Make small, like $20, $30, $100 payments multiple times throughout the week if you can. Get the money in there that way, then charge out what you need. Also, the small multiple payments throughout the week and the month can help to increase your credit score as well. Remember, credit card companies are on a 25-day interest cycle, I believe it is. So every time you make a small payment into that card, you are making them reset that interest charge for the average daily balance. How I teach it, the average daily balance is how they charge interest. So make sure that you're just taking care of your credit cards, that you are treating them like your bank, but carefully, small, multiple payments, okay? Let's don't do no large chunks at this time. So mindset is key because if you're sitting discouraged, if you're not looking up, if you're not being positive, guess what? You're defeating yourself. You have to be positive. You know the old saying, fake it to make it? Well, guess what? That works. A lot of people want to say that, that's just faking it off. No, you are becoming the person that you're going to be, the one that you're working towards. So get up every day. Get up, get ready, show up. Oh my goodness, it makes such a difference when you are in a good mindset, feeling positive. Every day's not positive. Trust me. Every day is not positive. I'm saying try to keep the positive mindset as much as you can, especially when you are in a bad situation, because you're not, when we say we're going through something and it's tough, yeah, but you're going through it. So you're going to come out on the other side. You just got to keep your head up and keep digging, okay? Don't get stressed out over money. Oh my gosh. I think the mindset about money is that it's hard to get. That, we live in a poor mentality because it's kind of the way we're taught to live is okay, we get up and we get a job and then we start making payments. That's a poor mentality. What happens if we don't look at things that way? What happens if we declare that we have more than enough? What about that? What happens when we declare that money comes to us easily and freely? How about you set the goals? What is the extra money that you need this month, this year? Have you set that goal? Have you written it down? Have you made a decision that you're going to fake that you have already received your $1 million? Are you going to fake that you've already received the $10,000 that you need? That is called being grateful before you see it, right? That's what faith is. We know it's coming. We're just waiting on it to show up. So we're already acting like it's here because it's coming. So if you're looking for the line of credit, you feel confident and know that it's going to come to you. You're working out every issue that you have when it comes to your credit. You're working towards becoming the better person financially. And if you cannot get a line of credit and you want a today answer, there is always the automated system. So do not stress. Don't be discouraged. There are options everywhere you look. Just look. We're not taught to look around. They're right in front of us. Okay. Christy, how do you pull the money that you transferred to that 0% interest and that 0% interest is expiring? You pay it off with your new line of credit that you're supposed to be working into or transfer it to another 0% credit card. Okay. I'm purchasing my first home starting with the mortgage, but only keeping it long enough to transfer it over into a first lien HELOC. You do not have to wait. You can purchase a new home with a first lien HELOC. You do not have to wait until after you buy the home. Why is that so important to me? Well, it's important to me because the mortgage has origination fees of over $20,000 most of the time. And to think that you can avoid that by moving into a first lien HELOC, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive. All right, I am going to jump off of here. I just want to say thank you. Guys, you guys are awesome. I just appreciate you joining me today. I look forward to seeing you in every video that I do. Remember, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And I do look forward to seeing you in the next video.